Welcome, welcome.
What you got in your magical garden, Gary?
What do I have in my magical garden? Well, I have a ridiculous amount of Marzano tomatoes here, which are the perfect ones for making sauce, for those of you who didn't know. Not too juicy, lots of meat. Lots and lots of meat on those guys.
What are these really pretty peppers back in here?
That one is called a murasaki. You can use it as an ornamental, but the peppers themselves are actually edible. I mean, ornamentally alone. Purple stem, purple flower. Something you don't normally see in an edible garden. Something in here, miscellaneous, 2 different cherry types, and then a beefsteak slicer right down here. Not cooperating, as tomatoes are typically prone to doing. We have tropical passion fruit, and he does have a fruit.
He's so cute.
We have this monster here. He's called a Mad Hatter, but recently we have figured out looks quite a bit more like a nose. A really strange nose. Lemongrass. That's one plant. One little Florence plant turned into that in about 3-4 weeks, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. This one I did not actually have to use plant tape in any way, shape, or form. I did not know about spinach. Ornamental, yes. Beautiful, aggressive climber, also yes. Can you eat it? Again, yes. It tastes like spinach. It's a little slimier, so the texture's a little weird. It's not actually spinach, we just call it that because that's, well, people use it as a spinach. Getting them to grow up here. Be wonderful, and when they're getting later in the season, these little guys turn into like bright red little... An actual papaya. 1 papaya, 2 papaya, I think a 3 papaya. And then behind it, this guy that's going all bonkers, way more than I ever expected it to, is a sweet potato plant that actually grows edible potatoes.
Edible potato?
It's not a normal sweet potato, it's a white flesh sweet potato. A little bit different of a taste. It's not as thick and sticky, so like when you bake a normal sweet potato, you get like the orange kind of sap coming out.
Uh-huh.
The white one doesn't have so much of that. So it's a little less rich, but the flavor is more profound. Look at these. Isn't that crazy? I will admit, some of the peppers I grow, even if they're not that tasty, I grow them because they're just so crazy looking. This is my science experiment. I forget what grower we got this from, but that's a ghost pepper. And this variety is ripening a peachy orange color, but starting off white, which is very unusual. Usually, most of the time that's something that has to be done on purpose, but this, I don't know if it mutated seed or if wherever they grow them, they cross-pollined with something else, it became hybrid.
Yes, Crunchy!
Because he's split, I'm whoa, hello! Oh my god, that startled me. Huh. Big freaking hornworm, dude. Oh my lord.
What? Whoa!
Hornworm, paprika type pepper. So this guy is ready. It took forever to fully red. What do you mean it's not fully red? So you would dry this and crush it into a powder and use it like your own paprika. 1, 2, 3, I can do that. Come here.
What kind of grapes are these?
It's called a Mars seedless, but they're not actually seedless in most cases. I have here's a fun little discovery I made today. Yes.
Look at me being a healthy nut.
They are chock full of antioxidants.
Chock full.
Oh yeah. May have to let some of these away to come.